really thought about telling them here?
I don't. Mom doesn't know how you feel.
Shocked. Because you always told me you would come to me for this big decision. And it seems like it's too quick for you. Needs to be more thought in it. And it's got to be long-term thought. I'm feeling a whole range of emotion. He always told me that he would let me know when he got to the level that he actually wanted to marry someone special. Y'all were talking about a commitment. There's kids involved. I can't even bless me right now. It's too
That's
soon.
totally understandable.
It hurt my feelings. It really did.
You guys your only son?
Yeah, he's my baby.
Okay. Tracy has gave both of us some tests for us to complete today.
I'm gonna take both of the women.
So here's one thing. Let me stop it right here from, I guess in defense of the couple, I want to say that we want to make sure that the family is not going into this just thinking solely about their emotions, thoughts and feelings and perspective, and not considering the couple. Now, that would be a dangerous place to be in, because all they're worried about is how they feel about it. And then that's what we talk about in chapter 8 of the book, Paradigm, Thinking Differently About Relationships. How dare you make my feelings all about you? So we don't want them to flip the script here and make this weekend entirely about the family, as opposed to the family making the conscious decision to make this weekend about getting to know or getting a better perspective and understanding of this couple, this young couple, why it is they now think the best option for them to do is to get married. So that's one thing that we want to be careful about when we're in difficult situations, difficult conversations, that we don't flip the script and make the conversation about our feelings versus the reality of the situation.
I'm gonna play 20 questions. So you can ask me anything and we can get to the bottom of it.
And me and all the fellas, we're going to play marriage hoops, where we're going to shoot some hoops, and y'all can ask me questions. So I hope everybody ready to participate.
I need to talk to your mom, because where is this coming from? Like, that is not even 50% of the reaction I thought I would get from her. All right.
I feel right now.
Where's this coming from? See, they're not living in reality right now.
Wearing your hearts on your sleeves. So I am concerned with you all talking to each other. Mama, can we talk? And I just wanted to have a quick conversation with you, because I know you were shocked. I just wanted to pull you aside, make sure that you were okay and you're willing to continue the process.
Why did I have to come all the way out here to get this news?
I understand, like, it's so much going on.
Yeah, but I'm good. I got to soak it in.
I understand that.
I'm concerned about my son. Myself and my husband are in a 33-year marriage, so I know the ups and the downs that's ahead. It's going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
I want you to make sure
that's real talk.
Making the best decision in your opinion.
I just want you to be sure about your decisions.
Why you look like that?
Stressed out.
That's crazy. Hold on, man. You down here with us, man. You feel like you know the difference between being in love and lust?
I feel like I found that out the hard way. Honestly, I don't think I knew what love was before this.
So you guys ready?
We're ready. We had a few questions.
What are you planning to marry? We kind of already looked at a date. We looked at about April 20th.
That's
next year.
You always talk about how y'all get into it about whatever, but you sure you want to, you able to deal with that?
Like, if I feel like that was gonna be like my life forever, I'll back off.
It's just a lot, man. For it to be this soon, and for y'all to be fighting and arguing all the time, I gotta nip that in the bud first.
And you want
So that's something that, they got to bring out too. Like, why are they fighting and arguing all the time? Or what is the root cause of that. Again, just because you get married, it's not going to stop the argument.
On the honeymoon stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Imagine,
Yep.
yeah, but you can't say honeymoon stage.
Honeymoon
You got
stage.
a whole bunch of obstacles at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You should. How could you not be arguing with that hand you dealt? You know?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did y'all hear what he just said? How could you not be arguing with the hand that you were dealt? No, sir. You picked up that hand. You were not dealt. You made the conscious decision to embrace a young lady with 2 children. You made the conscious decision to lie down with the other young lady, and now you have another offspring. You have another child. So that's 3 children, but based on your decision making. Fourthly, you both made a conscious decision to get married. And even in the midst of the arguing, which I hope we'll be able to find out what the crux of that is, with all these different dynamics, you all made the decision also to keep your family, your friends out of the loop on your intentions. And now you're springing this on them at the last moment. So this was not dealt. This was not a hand that was dealt to you. You weren't, quote unquote, born into that. When we talk about the hand that was dealt to somebody in life, depending upon social status, culture, things of that sort, race, those are the types of hands that are dealt to people that we don't have a choice in, but we still have to play those cards to the best of our abilities to survive and to grow and to thrive. But you cannot apply hand dealt to intentional choices that you made on your own. So no, sir, I would have to respectfully disagree with you on that one.
Is there a problem with you and Tobias having a lot of disagreements?
Here we go. Here we go.
There are problems with it, but we just have a lot going on.
I don't understand why you didn't give a little more information to the family.
I don't know.
It's just hard for us to know exactly the struggle because we're kept out of the loop.
That's understandable.
Check it out now. When it's time for Dana to meet your daughter, like how y'all gonna handle that? Discuss that with your daughter, mama yet?
I don't have to. I mean, when that time comes, but at the end of the day, like I'm a man when it comes to that. Wow.
Family. Oh, I got 5 words right now. Where is this dude's daddy? Because bro man needs some serious guidance right now. You mean to tell me you fixed your mouth to just say, when it comes to that, I don't need her guidance or help because I'm a man in that area? Okay, let's continue.
I was combating everything. Like he had the answer, but I felt like he didn't have the answer. So
No, he does not have the answer.
I feel like he wanted to step up and become that father figure that his parents demonstrated to him. But it takes time to be mature.
Yes,
You a man.
and he's not there yet.
Do you want to have a relationship with his daughter? Absolutely. But there's not really a position for me to have a role yet.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, she just got pregnant. Does not talk to her. I mean, what?
It's basically a situation where they just need to.
Now, I'm not going into depth about that situation.
Okay.
Are you going to let Tobias meet the boy's father? He's already met him. They're active and they take their kids just like, you know what I mean? So it's inevitable.
You said they take their kids.
Yeah.
Your kids aren't from the same guy.
Nope. My 9-year-old was from my marriage.
Oh my God.
5-year-old was from my last serious relationship.
See, I thought they were all from.
This is This is getting more and more complicated.
Kind of concerned, like that's a big hurdle.
So I was under the impression as well, and I'm pretty sure you two were, fam, that these two children were from her past marriage. Now we're finding out the 9-year-old is from the marriage and the 5-year-old is from a previous relationship. So Tobias now has to deal with 2 other fathers. And not to mention the mother of his 3rd child, or his biological child. So this is a huge mess right here, y'all, because Tobias has said it and Dana has said it. They have not had the conversation. They'll cross that bridge when they get to talk about it. No one's talking. No one is talking, but they just think that this stuff is just supposed to come together organically. I mean, let's go down the list from the book. Number 1, there is no self-examination here. Chapter 2, a safe place in a safe space. They have not provided that for them to be able to talk about this. Number 3, love is a daily decision and response. So they have to figure out if they're going to love this situation or love each other on a daily basis. Chapter 4 is an unrealistic expectations that they have right now. Chapter 5, love the idea of a relationship, but not the person that you're in relationship with. They have a fairy tale perspective about this thing called loving each other or being accepted, but they're not dealing in reality. Chapter 6, productive communication. Clearly, there is no productive communication going on here. Chapter 7, your perception is not always reality. It's clear in this relationship with Tobias and Dana that their reality that they've created in their mind, it's their perception. It is not the reality that everybody else is seeing and that everybody else is pointing out. No one's listening, and it's very clear. Chapter 10, they're not growing right now, which I know they're still quote unquote young, but no, you got kids in the mix and you making grown folk decisions. They're not growing individually, and there's no way that they're growing together because they're not even communicating and talking. The level of frustration and what they keep saying, that there is a lot of stuff being thrown at them that they got to deal with, or the hand that's being dealt to them. They're trying to handle all this stuff at one time, and you're going to throw on top of that marriage. Come on, folks. Come on, people. I mean, where's the premarital counseling? Where's the them submitting themselves under people who have been in the game? And I think that's what the family is getting at here, especially the mamas here. Both moms is, look, you have not communicated anything to us. How do we know how to help? How do we know how to mentor, guide, coach, train, develop, and cultivate if you are not opening up and letting us know what is going on? So they're doing this to themselves, y'all. Dana and Tobias, they're doing it to themselves.
From what Dana had said about Cherie, I thought they were good. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm just getting the vibe of, do you have a problem with Dana, or Dana not good enough?
See, we going down a rabbit hole here. We're going down a rabbit hole. Mama is thinking the wrong thing here. Not, you're taking offense from the other mother of Tobias. You're taking offense from the mother of Tobias because you're trying to defend your child, Dana, are you saying that my child is not good enough for Tobias? That has nothing to do with it. It's just clear that Tobias and Dana are not talking. And there is some stuff that there are some red flags from Tobias's mom that she's just not cool with. You got two children by 2 other fathers, and now my son is about to be a stepfather to your children, and there's another child that's in the mix. So that's 3 kids that Tobias is going to have to take on immediately. And she doesn't know anything about Dana. That's the whole point. It's not that she just doesn't straight up like her. She doesn't know her. So how can you quote unquote like somebody that you don't know? Let's be for real.
Man, it was just overwhelming. It was all types of questions like that. Honestly, made me feel like I wasn't good enough right here.
I wish I could have been there, but we say we're not gonna let anybody or anything come between us, so it doesn't matter.
We're here on day one, and things have been pretty intense for me. Coming in here, I thought it was all peaches and cream. Like, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, I'm with it. That shocked me. I'm wondering what I signed up for because
Y'all crazy. Y'all living in la la land.
this is hard. We have 4 days of this. All right, everybody. Let's go to the night.
We had long days today. I kind of feel like they keeping secrets from I hope that by the end of this, we have a better relationship. God is grace. Amen. Let's eat.
Nice.
That was straight to the point.
I'm gonna say finding out today when y'all was engaged was a big plot twist for me.
For me, it felt like I was being attacked. And that was not the emotions that I thought that I was going to get.
It really was just a wake up call for you.
I feel like they trying to kick it like, yeah, we all good.
I'm glad the Dana's brother said that. He said it's a wake up call, sis. This ain't an attack. This is a wake up call. This is reality. Snap out of it. Let's talk about real life, not just your feelings, your emotions, and how you feel about it, how you want people to respond. No, let's deal with the nitty gritty of what the reality is right now.
But it ain't.
It was like everything we had to say to you about your relationship, you combated it. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point you gotta
Take ownership.
Yeah, you gotta own it. I know
Absolutely.
relationships. One scenario that I was a part of, a time you came to my house, Dana's blowing your phone up like, oh, you're not coming back home because what?
It looks to him like you don't trust him and you think he's cheating. That's why
Was one time his phone died, and he completely stopped talking to me for hours.
Yeah, every time the other one answering, you're gonna blow him up and you're gonna cuss him out and you're gonna tell him, oh, I'm locking you out. You can't come here, you can't do that. That's what you're gonna do every time?
It's just the way we communicate. Tobias does the same thing to me.
Me and Dana definitely have to work on our communication. I've seen a little bit, and the little bit that I've seen is just like, damn.
And y'all want to bring this around children. I mean, I'm sorry. I just have to speak on this. I'm a firm believer of the environment that you provide for your children and what they are exposed to. And you want to sit here and say that this is love. We in love. We this, we that, we this, we that. You my soulmate. But the environment that you provide for your children is pure hell. I mean, I just really do not understand that. How is that being a responsible parent? Now, are parents going to disagree? Are they going to have arguments or, whatever you want to call it, confrontations? Absolutely. Because we still growing. We are not perfect as parents. But you take that mess somewhere else. You take it to the bedroom. You go take a ride in the car. You do whatever you got to. You do not expose your kids to that kind of toxicity. But then you want to turn around and say that y'all in love. And then you sitting here at this dinner table expecting people to give you a blessing to get married when you can't even communicate like a normal person. Be for real, y'all. I think that's my word for this show right now. Be for real and seriously.
I didn't know there was complication to the point where arguments would incur. So that's a big surprise to me.
I began to get frustrated. I can't lie. Why are you engaged and you argue 24/7?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody, once they heard the word engaged, like they just went marriage the next day. Like, y'all getting married tomorrow. Some
She
people are
said
getting
y'all
married.
have set and date.
Yep.
We have Saturday.
I thought they were taking it slow, day by day, getting to know each other. If they're going through an engagement, there should be no questioning. Everything should be worked out.
We have some obvious issues. Like, everyone.
For the most part, everything should be worked out. The major things. But yeah, I do agree with Mom. Your major points should have already been
My
discussed.
ultimate goal for Tobias is to be sure that this is who you want to spend your life with. You're his first real relationship.
So because I'm the first for a relationship, are you saying that it's possibly not as significant because it's just the
No,
first?
they ain't got nothing to do with significant. Kids are involved.
She's hearing what she wants to hear right now. She's turning everything back on her feelings and emotions. Again, you're not dealing with reality. And please forgive me, fam. I'm getting real irritated and emotional right now because both of them, I'm just going to say it, both of them are pissing me off because they are so lost and so naive and so stuck in their own world that they're not trying to hear sound counsel that is coming from people at this table. No one at this table thus far has attacked them, has demeaned them, has said anything derogatory, said y'all should just break up and not be together. All they're saying is face the reality and work through what you're dealing with right now before you say, I do.
Not two lives involved in this. It's no game. And to put yourself on a finish line already with saying you set a date, it's just too soon. It's too soon.
She's saying it's time, but it's starting to make me feel like it's beyond time.
I don't understand so much friction in a new relationship. It's like, I don't see any happiness between you guys.
We're going to do something we've never done. It's very unusual, but I think that this is an opportunity maybe to break some.
You got some sugar?
Sugar.
You put sugar in your
In
grits?
grits?
Yeah. Oh.
Only way I eat my house.
Only way I eat grits, I got some sugar in it.
Hey,
That's Clinton Whitney. That's not good.
that is the huge discussion right there. Putting sugar versus salt and pepper in the grit. I'm a salt and pepper person down south. You know, I even mix it with my eggs. My wife, you know, she does the sugar thing in it. God bless her soul. But yeah, that's a straight up, you know, that's an argument right there. That's an argument.
Grits and me. Put some sugar in it. My grits need some taste.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
It's been overwhelming. Everything that's happening, seeing his mom cry and stuff like that. I feel like he's basically the voice for me when it comes to his side of the family, and I don't think he's spoken up for me the way that he should have. We had a situation where his mom didn't even know I had children,
And what does that make you think? Why would you do that?
especially seeing his mom and stuff cry like that. I can be wrong, but I felt like it was like because I wasn't good enough for him.
Okay. Why wouldn't you tell your mom that Dana had kids?
I actually didn't tell my mom much of anything because I feel like when you start adding too many people to situations, it complicates things even more.
There's definitely some stuff to unpack here. It sounds like instead of creating boundaries with your mom, you made a wall, which is I'm not gonna
Yep.
leave.
Absolutely.
I'm going through a whole bunch all at once.
Maybe up till now you've been a perfect son, doing everything right, and now suddenly there's all this stuff going on that you're asking your
that you can
mom.
start worrying and make about all this stuff, and it's really all fine.
But you can see how that would make Dana feel like he's ashamed of me.
She shouldn't ever feel that way.
But like, look what it's creating.
I see that now.
And now you got a mom that feels like we're keeping secrets from her, and now you
Because
got a
you
fiance
are.
that feel like she's not good enough for your mother.
I just wanted to be sure of myself before I involved my mother in it.
So you weren't sure? Did you ask me to marry you, Tobias?
I feel like I'm ready, but I wasn't totally all the way confident that Dana really was ready.
So you wanted to make sure that she was totally on board
Yes.
before you tell your mom.
Yeah.
Are you saying me leave it?
Yeah.
Like, say it.
That's
If
what I
that's
said.
what you're...
You're afraid Dana's gonna leave you.
Even like when me and Dana like argue or fuss and fight, I never mentioned us not being together. And sometimes Dana does that.